minutes ago. I had to cut out abruptly. I had a phone call and something transpired where I didn't say goodbye as I usually do. So for that, I do apologize. The rude disconnect. Let's see here. Just trying to make heads or tails of a couple of things here. Hope you guys are having a great day. I was going through a lot of the channels, people that I've subscribed to, and I'm sure a lot, if not most of them, are also subscribed to me. So just was showing some people some cool motorized bike stuff, as well as some of the other artists that are out there and what they're doing, and presenting to people around the world and whatnot. So props to everybody that I got to get through. We could go back to doing that. I'm not sure at this time really how to move forward, but if you guys are in there and you got some type of an idea, by all means, definitely let us know, and we'll be happy to try to do what we can, have some fun together. So glad you're here. Leonard is here. Good morning, Leonard. I tried to send you an invite, Leonard, to go live together on the last one. I had a medical call here for my health insurance. I haven't had any health insurance, and got like a couple $1,000s worth of bills because of my arm getting broken by that guy. And so trying to straighten that out. Thanks for being here, brother. We definitely mentioned you on the list of everything that was going on. And I was listening to your show the other night. Didn't get to say anything, but I'm always there if I can be, bro. So I was just cleaning the house. I left it on just so you had a sub or something. Whatever. But yeah, man. Good to see you, bro. I hope things are going well in Cali. You know what I may do just for a couple minutes? I might just continue with from where we left off. I'm on the other phone. I was on my other phone, and I don't know how good the screen's gonna be. Sitting on this stool is killing my back. But I can try to get in here and see if it'll work. All right. I can kind of see it. The lens on my screen is broken, so it gets kind of foggy looking. But rocket bikes, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, used to be mouse bikes. And really, really awesome, dude. Christian man, up in Canada. Got Paul Galen here. Paul Gale, we went by your name and told everybody about your new video, man. Awesome stuff, dude. Ronnie Mac, if you guys don't know who Ronnie Mac is, this motherfucker is a worldwide. That's the first F-bomb swear I've done all day. Apologize. Just kind of, you have to kind of give it a little more emphasis with this dude. He is world-class two-stroke rider, and he definitely ate some dirt, man. He is a cool dude. I don't know, he's down in Australia. They went over there for New Year's. He was doing something back there, but he usually rides out like I want to say it's out like Missouri way, something like that, out the Midwest, Arkansas. But man, I tell you what, he ain't afraid of nothing, and real fun show. So if you guys haven't checked him out, definitely a good place to be. And he's a funny dude, and he makes it worth your time. But let's see here. We got this is a new sub for me. I'm not sure who it is actually yet, guys. Haven't got into the channel, so can't tell you much about it. I will check them out. Those Safety Uggs, we haven't seen him for a little while. I honestly cannot remember if he's in the States or somewhere else, but he's definitely an innovative dude. Did some sand casting, made a pipe, hydrofoamed, fat bellied. Man, check that guy out. If you don't know, there's some information there. Sailing Parlay Revival. Let me see. What was this guy about? Have I seen this one yet or not? Oh, yeah, they're going all over the world. He's got a crew on his boat, some friends or however they met, but that's a really interesting show. I think last time I watched them, I want to say they were near Fiji, perhaps. But yeah, check them out if you can. Really neat stuff. And so we got, let's see, Sam Z. Sam Z stuff, not for your entertainment, I think it might be, or whatever. But if it's just that, definitely check him out, guys. Awesome builder. He's definitely one of the family. Scale Racing TV. Oh, I found them the other day. I just like, yeah, man, this looks pretty cool. And they do all different kind of races. Scudo Loco. I think he subscribed to me and I hit him back. So I haven't had time to check that out. And I do apologize. We will be watching you some point today. Probably not on this show. Scott Tice, also new subscribe that I've done. So shout out to you. We'll check you out. Shad's the same. I've watched him for a little while. Doesn't have a lot of stuff, but his bike is stupendous. So thumbs up to you, kudos, whatever you call it. Who else we got on here? Shed Built Dave. I do not know much about that channel. I think he subbed to me and I subbed back. Looks like he hasn't done anything for several years, but there's probably some good info in there. We will find out later on. Shorn and Kenny. These dudes are funny as heck. Some younger kids, they ride together, do all kind of crazy stuff. So glad to have them on board. Skip to Force. Skip is a great guy. He was a reporter, and I cannot think of where he actually lives. I don't know if I've ever asked him, but he's done some live shows, and he's active with a lot of stuff over on Jared D's channel and otherwise. So definitely shout out to him too. Let's see here. We got Ray Pissed about shout out Ice Wallow. Shout out to Ice Wallow. Come. Hey, good for you, man. Guzzle that shit. All right. Check this out. See you later, asshole. Here we go. Slightly Stupid. You guys know that entertainer that I love, and I've tried to share in a couple videos. They're out in Cali Roots. You got Smolik Performance. If you guys don't know who Smolik is, they are an American manufacturer out of Pittsburgh, and they make high quality engines. They have destroyed the Chinese. They will never destroy their market, but I really do hope that they continue to grow. Let's see, who else we got? Snook Mafia, Soggy Rides. Soggy Rides Motorized Bikes. Man, I really hope he's all right. He always said, everybody, hey, God bless you. That kind of, really, really cool dude, and has some awesome videos, man, and did some great builds, showed you how to do some stuff that you wouldn't even think out of old parts. So props to him. Son of Alan Key, we just subscribed to you. We'll check you out. Same with this one here. Sorry if you can't see it, guys. Sound Q Bed Killer. Steffi. Ooh, she's got some puppies. We'll definitely check you out too, hon. I already said stick figure. I don't know. There's two of them on here for some reason. We got Storm King. Oh, this looks interesting. This guy's riding a BMX in a bowl, doing some scooter stuff. Yeah, man. Awesome. Uh, this channel here, Subliminal Fixed, it's actually... Yeah, Soggy has been missing for a while, man. I really hope he didn't get jammed up or, you know, he just fell off and just... Man, I know he said he struggled for a while years back. He got clean and he said, you know, he was always talking about, you know, believe in Jesus and be careful, do this and that. It seemed like a really nice, well-grounded fellow, but yeah, send a prayer out for him if nothing else, man. This is an old channel I made years and years back. I'll show you one of the videos on here. This is when I was out in Nebraska working on the this video may be inappropriate for some users. I wish to proceed. Yeah, I wish to proceed. I don't know what the hell I got this message up here for. Come on. Yeah, jailed up. I don't know, bud. But when I was working on building the Hard Rock Motel and Casino out in Nebraska there, right on the border of Iowa, this was a trail I used to walk, kind of a shortcut from my house to the post office. And used to enjoy it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. So, yeah. But I keep that on there as kind of like just a memory for myself. If you guys want to, oh, I don't know, it went somewhere. See, if you guys want to check it out, see a couple of kids I was helping raising while I was there. And this was a song that I made years and years and years ago. A techno song. I did it on Korg Electribe. If you look that up, it's a kind of a processor that uses old radio tubes in the top of it, and as they heat up, it creates, you know, like just freaky expansions. And so, but I programmed this all in, and probably the other reason I have this on. This is the only copy that I have of it. But yeah, check it out sometime, guys. If you can find the channel, I'd appreciate it, you know. Just, I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I kind of made it so it would definitely be mixable. So this is done on a Korg Electribe. And you can also add other 8-track, or not 8-track, yeah, 8-track digital components into it, mixers, and I don't know if you can hear it or not, but all right, let's keep moving, guys. Let's keep moving. We'll try to get through this thing. Thank you, Leonard. But yeah, definitely check it out if you can find me, bro. That was my original YouTube channel. And just not many videos there. Just a couple memories with the kids on the swings. And this is actually his brother. That was Bullfrog. Jeremiah's his name. We call him Bullfrog. He had 6 toes on one of his feet. I can't remember which one. Well, he's a cute little kid, man. Taught him how to ride a bike and stuff. Not being able to be around my own son and raise him, I had no knowledge of him and where he was. So, how does damn thing don't want to work here? What's going on? All right. Sweet Tea's Treasure. She does antique stuff. I don't know how. There's some other thing that she streams on, and it's like an auction. And she puts stuff up, like little rare things, bowls and stuff. And it's cool, man. It's like $2 or $3 a piece. You just say, hey, I want this, that. But try to, if you're interested in anything like that, just try to leave her a message, I guess, in one of her videos and find out how to proceed from there. Tan Boy Industries. He's doing big things. I haven't checked him out in a while. 3 months ago was his last thing coming, but we'll look into that. We got Iron Horse. Iron Horse is a saw dude. But I've learned an awful lot from him on ramping pistons. He was actually one of the first people when I was having problems with the BT100. I did a whole lot of work to that, as you guys know. We changed the port timing, had it cut, and it's a single piece. So instead of decking it, we had to drop it down and then yada, yada, whatever. But that was the first time I learned how to prep a piston. I mean, I'd done all kinds of work on pistons, putting in oil holes or just knifing the edge, so the air or the gas can get up under it and keep it lubricated better and stuff like that. And then taking some of this weight out on the inside of it to lighten it up. And I know you're supposed to balance them and everything, and I had a setup where I could do that, and I'd scale and everything, and I never really cared too much about that. I'd find out what it was, and if it wasn't incredibly off, I would just run it. But just that, I mean, I never wrote the stuff down or anything either. But anyhow, said all that to tell you, man. You gotta prep a piston. So what you do is you heat it up, put it in the oven like 450, 500 for like 20 minutes, and then that's gonna blow it up. So when it's in the sleeve or whatever, and then they start to swell, it causes that kind of knot to happen. So you get it on like 450, 500 for about 20 minutes, and then put it in ice cold water, and that sets it up to really run good. So, yeah, it's a big help. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can learn on there, guys. So definitely check them out. There's another guy I get into, Tin Man, Tin Man Saws. And if you go into my playlists, it's probably, I don't know, somewhere in the info, but it might be under favorites or what. He did a cutaway with a saw and explains port timing and blowdown in very simple terms. And it's definitely worth watching. I know Dave's tried to explain a lot of that stuff to people. Can't make it any simpler than that. Tin Man Saw. So let's see here. Oh, Y-Files. This guy's kind of funny. He tells you these stories. Half of it is fake, like some of it's real. But he gets into a lot of weird stuff. So I don't know. It's a cool commentary, and his voice is not completely mind grating or something where it's annoying, but not bad. This is Bike Trials. Dear friend of mine over in Connecticut. They do the bikes without the seat, where you gotta like kind of do like BMX tricks from one rock to the next. Show him here quickly. Do a little short. He's kind of an older guy and rides with a lot of people, so. Oh, grass holes here? Did I miss that? I'm sorry, guys. What's going on? What's going on? So, yeah, this is... Oh, there it goes. But this is Bike Trials. And he's come over here from Rhode Island. I mean, from Connecticut into Rhode Island to ride a few times. And pretty cool channel, guys. I really respect what they do. He's not like the best at it. Like I say, he's an older guy, but he has a lot of videos with people that he rides, and they are doing incredible stuff, guys. I tell you that. Let's see here. Let's see. Ticky Tack. I think we just recently subscribed to them too. I can't tell you much about that, but I definitely try to watch some of that stuff later. Tim Palm, guys, this dude, if you don't know, Amazing fellow. He's got maybe like one arm, and the other, like the other ones, they're like, he's got problems. I'm trying to say, I don't know, he's a short dude. I don't even know if he has legs, but I will show you something about him real quick. This is my new single, Me. It's out now. Check it out. So yeah, he literally has these keyboards and stuff, and he plays everything with his nose and his tongue. And it's just an incredible human being. I give him the most amount of props. Somebody was saying some bullshit on there one day, like, oh hey, why don't you get a flavored keyboard? Why don't you put it like, oh fuck, whatever they said, some kind of a gummy bears or something, man. I wish I was at that dude's door. I would have just gone and smashed him, bro. So disrespectful. Anyway, Tin Man Sauce. Here it is, guys. This is the one I was telling you about. He's on here all the time. He's up in Canada. I can't remember where it is. But that's the one I was telling you. You should definitely check him out. Awesome dude, man. Awesome dude. He's got plenty of information there. No matter if it's a saw, most of the stuff is relative to our bikes as well. And he talks a lot about porting and other stuff. Trent's Bikes just got on to you a couple of days ago, man. We're going to check you out. Thanks for being part of the crew. Tristan McNabb. Tristan, if you guys don't know who Tristan is, he's in, what is it, down there, he's in New Zealand, the island off of Australia. And he has made electric bikes out of just about everything, from washing machines to car parts and you name it. But if you got some electrical questions, there might be a way to get in touch with him. I really don't know. It says Uncle Muggs and Goon something. I'm pretty sure I don't know anything about them guys. I must have just subscribed to them as well. Virginia Motorized Bikes, also a new subscription. I am going to have a lot of fun this afternoon watching these things. Visit Old Town, West Virginia. They haven't done anything in a long time, but it was a cool channel. Got to see something around where they were living. White Folks Tea. White Folks Tea has been a friend of the channel for a couple of years now. We actually did a video. He just started riding bikes and was having some questions and problems, and we did a video for him, and he really appreciated it. And yeah, we'd like to see him do some more stuff. Will Campbell. We all know Will Campbell. Genius Racer. His bike is definitely a money pit. Will Bouchard. I think right now William's having some health problems, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if he wrecked or he got hit by a car or something happened. I think he was doing something with some knee surgery. And I can't remember exactly where he's at. Maybe in Utah, or I know somewhere out in the Midwest. But Cruiser, yeah, Cruiser Man, you already know. Oh, these guys are cool. They did a few things. They're all over the place, but they play in the woods. They ride bikes. Woodland Hoodlum TV. Oh, jeez. Yeah. And break my vape while we're at it. Ugh. Sorry, guys. Bear with me here. I think it's on right now. No, it's not. God bless it. There we go. Leonard, I think you should do one of these videos like this too, man. It'd be really awesome. I know you guys go. Oh, Moss is here too. Nice office. You got jokes. Thanks, bro. Thanks for being here. So yeah, I've just been going. I had a video going, and then I had a call, and I had to drop it. Started this back up. I was gonna get in the shop, probably bitch about the new regulations I got from my housing complex. Let's see here. Oh. So let's take a look at this one here. XX Techie XX. I have not got to see his stuff yet. Motorized bicycle running on diesel? What? What? I'm watching that later, maybe first thing. That's really weird. All right, I'm gonna check that out. Yo Bikes, we all know Yo Bikes. Thanks for being part of the channel. He's got some good stuff. Think I actually might have met him through like the Smolik page on Facebook or some other community deal, but this guy here, oh, Youth for Life. I know they do. It's like a Christian ministry for kids at risk, teenage and younger, and they do all kind of stuff. So props to them. I'm not sure where they're from. Yuki Jinjuji. Let's see. I know I've checked his stuff out quite a few times. Got some different interesting things in there. Some cat action going on. Plenty of rides on the bike. So, and he's made some really strange little funny videos too. But I guess that's what he was using or something. Quicksilver. It looks like a thing. It's something you get at Walmart, I'm pretty sure. But let's see if I can get back here. So, Z Tashin. Not sure yet. Just subscribed to them the other day. I think I found them on Optimob's channel over in Switzerland. And also, this one here is new too. I'm sorry. They got some cool videos. So appreciate you. And this guy here I've been subscribed to him for a long time. Hasn't done anything in a while. I really don't even know how you'd find that because I can't type Russian or whatever it is. But they have some fun rides, and he's got a really cool bike. So that kind of wraps that up. Anyhow, we could go back to the top and talk all about everybody else all over again, but I think we're going to keep it moving. 200cc diesel. I'm sorry, I'm not even reading this shit. What's up, Mossy? It might be. Maker Grassel, now I see you. Squish gap below 0.5 millimeter can run diesel in theory. Huh. All right. So is it straight diesel or would you mix the diesel in? I know because like when I was a little kid, we were up in Vermont and in the wintertime it would get so cold that the car didn't want to run. The gas actually would like, it doesn't freeze, but it almost does. And we would take and mix a little bit of diesel into the gas, or maybe it was the other way around. It was a diesel car, and the diesel would start to gel because it's thicker, and then you'd have to cut it with a little bit of gas to actually get it to run. It would smoke like hell, but it would start up. Then it was like 30 below zero or something. Don't the Marines have a diesel two-stroke bike? That's a great question. Definitely should have an answer. I don't have that answer. But, oh, shit. Man, you guys, you know what? I don't want to bring anybody down. You know, I know people are trying to be happy and they don't want to talk about politics and, you know, anything else. It's part of life, man, you know. Ignoring it isn't going to make it any better. And it's not something I want to get stuck on. But I just got this notice in. I'm going to share this with you guys. I'm going to talk about a police state. So this is, hope this message finds you well. We are writing to inform you of Important policy update regarding items attached to the building and surrounding areas. Effective immediately, all cameras. So you can't have like a ring on your door. You can't have like a ring system or anything else. Attachments, plants. Uh, I was told when I moved in here, you're not supposed to plant in your mulch bed, but you can put pots and plant stuff in those pots. Then we got, let's see, where was that shit? Oh, and anywhere else around the wooded areas. So no cameras, no bird feeders, no solar panels, no floodlights, and any attachment. So I had to take down my hummingbird feeder. They are an endangered species, the one that we have in this area anyway. I hope the signal doesn't drop, but I put up another feeder there for them, and I also put. And he said he didn't think it would be a problem, so hopefully it doesn't get removed, but I will be checking on that anyway. They've all been out here. I had quite an audience this morning, fellas. We had about 6 or 7 of them. I mean, and they're really starting to come to this place. I guess they tell each other or something. But I was told, whether this is true or not, that they will recognize the person that feeds them. And I've seen different colored markings and whatnot. One has a blue belly, one has a green belly, one has an all white belly, one has a red stripe with a white belly, and that was one of the first ones that ever came here. And so it's so cool. I'm sitting in the chair, and the feeder hanger was still up on the post there, and he flew there to where the feeder should be, dropped down, literally. If they make me take this, like I, it's kind of compliance. It's a tomato plant. What does it hurt? No. Anyway, I'll get off of that. I don't want to get all upset, but this is an indoor plant. I just got out here to get some air. It's a spider plant, trying to help him migrate, get his going. So, yeah, I think this is, what was this, viola or something? Used to have a lot of purple ones on here too, but it's kind of past its time in the season. But yeah, I gotta get rid of it. I can't have any plants, so I gotta just, that's an outside thing. I'm gonna end up just having to get rid of it. But yeah, I can't understand it, bro. I mean, I could see having a bird, like a bird feeder where squirrels and other shit want to get into it, or maybe a fucking bear comes along, he's hungry, and he whacks it down. I don't think we got any bears around. I know we got some coyotes and stuff, but that's a whole nother story. But man, can you believe that? Okay, let's see here. They dropped Harleys, Indians, and several scooters, 8 in World War II. Okay. Okay, we're talking about the diesel engine. And it was a 2-stroke as well, or what? I'm confused. Oh, just a straight diesel. Somebody has one in a crate somewhere. Wheels Through Time just opened up a sealed WW2 Harley. Wheels Through Time. Let me write that down. That sounds like a cool channel too. Wheels Through Time. I'm assuming that's what you're saying, Maker Grassel. That's a channel on here. Wheels Through Time. I'll try to look for it anyhow, man. It's the name of the video. Cool, man. Thanks, guys. Yeah, channel. All right, awesome. Awesome. That's really cool. I'll definitely check it out. Let me see here. This is my my reed cage for the for this iron sleeve off the Yamaha. So I need to measure that, and maybe just look up some information, try to find one of the handbooks, and I believe it told you, I had researched it before, but I believe it told you what what was the carburetor that was on it, and I may be able to not maybe get an original. If I can get a Makuni or whatever we can do, but I want to start working on that as well. It's quite a process, as you guys know. Let me see here. Okay, motorcycle museum. They're a channel and a bike museum collection. Okay. I actually skipped over Kaplan. Kaplan's out in Connecticut, and they have a motorcycle museum there. They just got picked up by Gas, so they got the German KTM Gas, whatever it is, and that dude's an awesome dude, man. He bought an old mill out there, and they completely restored it, and so yeah, and they also have bike auctions, I think. If you look, I don't know, I think it might be on here. There's a cap. If you go to Kaplan channel, you'll find it somehow if you guys are interested, though. But they sell bikes on there all the time with 60s, 70s, 80s. They restore them in the shop real quick, boom, and out. And they're I don't want to say they're like overpriced. They might be a little bit, 500 or 1,000 over what you'd think they might be worth. But for what they're putting into it, I probably wouldn't even try to argue the price. You know what I mean? Some really, really beautiful machines. Wheels Through Time runs the old bikes. One stuff. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff Kaplan does too. So it's with a K. Kaplan. But it's Kaplan. There's probably a couple of channels. Kaplan Museum, Kaplan, whatever. But he gets on it, bro. They do Tuesday something or whatever it is all the time. And they're freaking rooster tailing it, bro. And I tell you, it doesn't matter if it's a little 250 or a rare, unique, one-of-a-kind, completely redone, all chrome 500 CR or something, bro. They burn them up. And a lot of them bikes, I don't think they've been ridden more than, 100 miles or something. But he's got this yard in front of the place where they tear them up, show you what they're made of. So it's fun watching it. All right, slowly but surely, man, digging into the tattoo supplies here. Got some tracing paper. I'm gonna try my best to copy the top of that. What I'm gonna end up maybe, what I gotta figure out what we're gonna do is I'm either gonna fill these and re-drill them at the shop, or we're gonna get a plate made like Mark James did and get this on here. In the meantime, I gotta trace the top of this with the paper, and then I'm gonna cut that out, kind of make a gasket, if you would, and then I'll have that already ready to transfer onto the gasket material anyhow. But I want to try to figure out what's going to be the best solution for this. I'm not sure if there's enough room here to fill and re-drill, or if I'm going to be off so much. I mean, I probably could measure it and kind of eyeball it, but for what it's worth, we'd probably take the studs out. I got to get rid of the piston anyway because of the damage to it when we lost the C-clip. So, yeah, a lot of stuff going on. One-handed. I'm really not even supposed to use this hand at all, so I've kind of been trying to honor that. I don't want to... Hey, we got Ishkander in here. Hi. Hello, man. Welcome, Ukraine. Happy to have you on board. Owl's Head Transportation Museum is in Maine. It has some cool stuff 30 years ago. Probably still does. Okay. Let me write that one down too, Mossy. Thank you for the information. Okay, we got Wheels Through Time, and we got Owl's Head. Spell it. Head. Owl's Head. Okay, Transportation Museum in Maine. cool, man. I mean, I'm not far from Maine. I'm depending on where it is. Is it? Do you know where it's at by chance? Is it in like Portland or what city it is? Bangor or any idea about that? I mean, I don't know if you used to live there. Or I think you were in the area here because you kind of had talked about the Fred heads and stuff before too. Anyway. Okay. Let's see. Bear with me, fellas. Kind of just picking up as I go, moving some stuff around in here. All right, I got to get somewhere I can sit down and work on this thing. Let me see. What can I do? What can I do? I got my workbench in the other room. It's like a chicken with my head cut off. What do you think about that, fellas? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Took some raspberry tea mix. Chopped up a lemon. Got some ice cubes in there. Put it under the water filter. Freaking powered the freaking lemons, man. Hit that and knocked all that juice in there. Oh, little Tim Allen growl there. It's my new alcohol. That's all I'm drinking. Some real lemon iced tea. Shouldn't be lazy. I have tea bags in there, but the sugar is already in there, so it's just like a two-step process. That's like church. Just do that and boom, tastes the same. So. How's things today over there, Skander? Hopefully everything's going well. Let me see if I can get a piece of this paper off of here. All right. Honestly, don't know how this is gonna work, guys. It doesn't really look like I thought I'd be able to see through it, but it doesn't seem that. So I think maybe what I'm gonna do is just get a pencil and try to rub it so it transfers onto it, and then we can maybe make a pattern with that. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. This is on the fly, and we'll just see what we can do. Get a couple pencils here. There's a carpenter's pencil and a regular pencil. Hopefully we got enough lead or graphite, whatever you want to call it. Set this here. Kind of try to do this while I'm talking to you guys. Hey, we got somebody else on here. HIS Maximus. So when are you putting a KX50 in on one of those bikes? Yeah. I was addicted to sweet tea. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, brother. I might be able to somehow... Pretty sure somebody's probably put like a CR80 head in there or something, but I don't think there's room for that, unfortunately. I was addicted to sweet tea. Kidney stones made me give it up. Whiskey, neat, and strong beers make me happy. Well, each to their own, man. I got a problem with myself, I think. The bear scratches back. Yeah, I think I'm allergic to alcohol. Not for nothing. As much as I've drank of it. Let's see, I'm gonna crease this paper. Try to keep it still, so we get a true. Don't move. Come on, baby. All right, cool. Let's see here. Let's see. Huh. Oh, way up here. Okay, what happened here? Try to do Brazilian cocktails, lime, ice, milk, sugar, and any alcohol. Huh. Well, like I said, I think I might be allergic to alcohol. It sounds extremely delicious, but might have to leave it alone. I don't know. Like I said, that sweet tea with lemons that's my new alcohol right now. Sorry I missed that a while back. And then hey, wait a second here. Where are we at now? There was an engine builder in New Hampshire who built a 3-cylinder Harley. Tagged you in a link, Roger. Wow, I missed that somehow. What? They're right in New Hampshire. Oh, maybe you put a link in one of my videos or something. All right, cool. Let's see. My hand. I was attacked. This guy was high on something, wasn't right. Kind of came up to me, somewhat disoriented, whatever. I said, leave me alone. And I was helping a little kid fix his bike. And he went back into his house and put on boxing gloves and proceeded to come back and hit me about 40 or 50 times. I was on an old antique moped that my father was letting me ride, and I fell trying to, not let it get damaged and smashed my hand into the ground. And the bone got broken in there. So about another 2 weeks, the cast will come off, and then go into a brace, and then after that I'll have to do some hand therapy or whatever. But so yeah, kind of a weird. It's hard. It messes me up because I really like to get into the shop and do some other stuff with you guys, or just do it on my own and whatever, just to keep myself sane. Let's see here. Vasily builds in the Hayabusa. Don't need to be allergic to get alcohol poisoning. Yeah, that's what it does, man. I got no off button. If I'm sitting here with a buddy, I can have a couple of beers and probably not get into any other trouble. But by myself, bro, I'll go for days. It's just, I can't. Yeah, man. I don't want to break out in handcuffs. You know what I'm saying? My stomach's bubbling. Let's learn something. Does some crazy BUI build something? The problem with dirt bike engines is they make too much power for the bike frames. Jesse James Chopper is probably the only one strong enough. KTM SX50 too fast. Yeah, Mossy, I kind of understand what you're saying. My bikes, I'm sure you guys know my bikes, or maybe you don't. He's down in Puerto Rico. He's got a little KTM. How he set it up, I'm not sure. I believe it's just a regular steel fike frame, mountain bike, BMX bike. But yeah, maybe it's something that he welded together himself. I'm not sure. Builds the inline 10 made from pocket bike engines are pretty cool. Bro, you need to buy a gas or a gun to be more safety. Yeah, KTM. Yeah, so I've got my outline, guys. We're gonna cut it out. Bear with me. Keep that conversation rolling. Love to hear what you guys are saying as well. So we're getting to the shop here slowly but surely. Again, I'm doing this with one hand, and I got my scissors are out on the porch. I was out there clipping some plants. I can't believe they don't. Hummingbirds are freaking endangered, bro. They want me to take down my hummingbird feeder. Nuts. What kind of a world is this? Fucking sickening, absolutely sickening. It's authoritative, whatever, BS. I try to follow the rules, do the best we can. It just seems a little cruel, What you can have, and I can't even. They told me before I couldn't plant in my flower bed, but if I wanted to put pots in on top of the mulch with other stuff in it, that was acceptable. So now they're telling me I can't even do that. Like, what are you worried about? My tomatoes gonna cause a massive outbreak of seeds or something? We're gonna have tomatoes everywhere. People eat them and be happy. What we got here? All right. He can't. Iskander, his state is very tight on gun laws. He cannot even have a. Oh yeah, me. Yeah. Because I'm a felon. Actually, I can still vote. After you're out and you're done with your sentence, they reinstate your voting rights. But I can't even carry a pocket knife, a 2-inch pocket knife to open an apple. I'd be arrested. So the right to bear arms. It's Rhode Island is kind of a police state, anyhow. It's a Democrat state. A lot of really screwy rules. Again, like I was talking about the other day, here and in New Jersey are the only two states that have this rule, but it's F-32 violation. If you're on probation or parole and you have any contact with the cops, it's you go in. Usually have to do a month right off. This is even before you're found guilty. You could be innocent, and then even if you're found innocent, they can still make you do time. It's not cool. Anyway, let me catch back up here, man. Sorry, guys. Let's see. That's Dax was on a bike I had. Dax. Okay. Alan Millard and his builds are awesome. The Flying Millard, the V10 Viper bike, so much more awesome from that guy. Alan Millard. Okay. Does he have a channel? Grasshole? Or is this somebody that you just look up on like the internet and find some information on? Or you can buy gas without a license. A 10-year-old kid can go into a gas station and buy gas. You could buy a whole gallon of gas and go light it up on a house and whoop-de-doo. They're very weird here, man. I can get a fishing license and carry a knife in my tackle box to scale fish. So go figure. It's weird, man. They just... Working on it, fellas. Yeah, let's see. Rhode Island, tough jaw. Yeah. Not in New Mexico. It is a YouTube channel. Okay, let me look back again. Alan Millard. Okay. So this is another channel. We got Wheels Through Time, and now we have Alan, and then my pen died. See if it's still good. Oh, yeah, it just caught the ink bubble there or something. So, okay, Alan Millard. IAR. RD. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll look for it, guys. Oh, you put up a link for it too. Okay. I would try to click on it. It would probably take me to their video right now, and I don't know if it would end the stream or just freeze it, and then I'd have to come back. But thank you for posting that, Maker Grasshole. If anybody else out there wants to copy the hyperlink, if you're on a computer and you can put it on another page to open afterwards or something, thanks for doing that, brother. That means a lot. So, have to check out Alan Miller. Always something to learn from Exit Fabrication. Oh, Exotic Fabrication. All right, cool, man. So that, yeah, something to look forward to seeing here. Oh, this thing is probably not going to be quite perfect, but I think for all intents and purposes, it will be close enough. All right, cool. Let me just throw the scrap away here, fellas, and we'll take that in the shop. All right, get our blinding overhead light on here. Just want to hold this up just for now. I'd have to double nut these and back them all out. But just want to see for the moment if it looks like that would fit in there. Where would these end up? I kind of think there's room. Could go right on there. Just go right into the case. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you recommend putting an adapter plate on here? Or just going right into the case? Let me see here. What did I miss? Okay. Okay. When I said gas, that was Jane. Let me go call her, guys. Depends on, oh yeah, we still got to figure that out. Yep, you're right. You're absolutely right, Leonard. Thank you for saying that. Shit, I was going to call Jane on the other phone. Bear with me, guys. Hopefully she's all right. Oh, come on, baby. Paintball, pepper ball, and PVC coated steel ball. So I've thought for some time about getting a paintball gun. I don't know if I'm actually even allowed to own that. I've got to look into it. But I definitely would consider getting some bearings that are the same size as that 45 millimeter caliber. And then these little guys down here, I think they'd probably be a little more destructive than the steel balls, actually. Couldn't imagine getting hit with glass or frozen glass, what that would do to an individual to slow them down. Adapter plate for a few reasons, okay? Oh, it says nonsense. Mobile network is not available. Well, fucking don't use the mobile network then. Use the freaking phone data. What's wrong with you? Let's go. Mobile network is not available. Connect to a wireless. You just told me not to use the wireless. Now I use the... Oh. Oh, I can call Leonard. I'm just called the wrong number. Why I can call you and I can't call... What the... Well, anyway. I'll send her a text on it. Can I send a text? Let's see here. Shit. How do I do a voice thing on here? Bears in the Ukraine. Oh, shit. Winnie the Pooh, huh? Christopher Robin and Tigger, too. Okay, let's see here. I'm on YouTube call now. Are you okay? Okay, there you go. All right. Let's see what I was doing now. Get this paper put back so this house doesn't get completely overwhelmed with my antics. That's reason enough, Leonard. Tell you that, man. And they run out of chickens and they're coming after you, bro. That's probably the right move you guys made there, I'd imagine. So, let's see here. Okay. Sorry to eat, guys. I'm chomping and being all rude. Just need a little quick pick-me-up. I wonder if I can get this piston out of here in the meantime. Should slide out. See if I can work on that. You have to forgive me, fellas. I can't see the text. Hopefully you guys are having a good conversation. I'll be back with you in a minute. Bloody hell. I kind of figured that might happen. I'm going to have to go to the other side. I tried to push it through, and either the heat has overcome that from just the action and the wear right there. but it seems like it won't be able to come out that side. So we're going to take the clip off the other side and try to bring it out that way. Oh, bloody hell. There we go. All right. A needle bearing. Probably get a new one anyway as is, but it looks really good. Got plenty of oil on it. Doesn't look worn at all. So all in all, this 110 is really dependable. Other than whatever caused that pin to collapse on the piston, I would definitely probably recommend this to someone as a good solid runner. Oh. So you see in, oh, sorry guys. You can see in here, fair amount of lubrication in there. So I think we were running that. Oh. Sorry about that. I think we were running that at somewhere between 24 and 30 to 1. So let's see here. What did I miss? Spring getting water. Mama and cubs were close. I got off there. Blackberry. Yeah, man. That's a fact. I've never seen it up there, Mossy, but I definitely believe it. There was one actually here in Rhode Island, and it came, the city of Cranston's kind of like a suburb of Providence. They're almost connected, and that son of a buck walked right up to the library in the middle of the city, started rubbing his back on a tree. Got the 44 tooth on the rear wheel. Hope it clears the brake caliper. Chain is almost touching the spokes. Let me just stop there. I know you guys are saying something else. So, Paul, I think it was Looperman 9000, whatever. Mike Miller was trying to help him with that the other day. A couple of words of wisdom, and this may or may not help you. We have, let's see. Okay, so this is a standard 44 tooth sprocket. Let me just get it out of here. And you can see that it's got kind of a offset, that the back of this is pressed so the teeth kind of are closer to, what you call it, the inside, outside, whatever, one side of it that's And then so when you put that on, you'd want the part that's pressed or pushed out towards the front of your setup. So what that does is that just gives you a little bit of clearance going that way for the chain. The other thing that you can do is, let me get something here for you. Oh, let me try to find it real quick. So what I would recommend, okay. Oh, it's probably in this box. Let me see. It's, here, this is not the right one, obviously. This, I think, is for a collar on the neck of a bike for the handlebars. The point, just for reference, what I'm trying to explain to you, you can see here this axle really doesn't have a lot of space. What I'd really recommend is there's a half size keeper washer nut bolt thing that you can put in there. You can see I've added there's like maybe a full size one on the outside, and then the thinner ones are in there. But just to adjust that, what you can do is if you're having problems with the chain rubbing and hitting the frame, it may or it may not work on your setup. I'm sorry if it doesn't, but you'd want to just put the extra what am I trying to say? The extra nut, call it that. It's just as a spacer. If you can't find a half size spacer or even maybe a full size one if the axle is long enough, what you can also do is use a washer. If you use a washer, put it in there. This is actually not even set up properly. You should always have a washer behind your nut on the outside of this. But if you can either get a washer or a spacer or whatever, that's going to push your frame out just a little bit. You may have to kind of put a bar or something. Typically what I do after I do that, if I'm trying to get it back, the axle back in, and it doesn't want to go, the best thing I've found is just take a wrench and you just go down in here and just it'll pop on it. It won't bend the spokes. It kind of if you can understand what I'm trying to say. You might have to use something else, whatever you can find for leverage, and then because it's kind of if you really get a bigger axle, what they recommend that you do, you can actually go to a hardware store. You can get the same size thing. You could change it all out, and you could make this, or you'd pull this out. But first, what you would do is you'd take the steel bar and you'd put it in there, and you'd have the nuts on the inside. And once you have it secure up at both sides of the axle, you turn it out. So what it's doing is that nut is pushing this out, pushing that out. You're kind of raking the back of the frame a little bit. If you're going to do something like that just to get by, that's cool. I would recommend, though, if you go that far, probably trying to get a little piece of steel welded in right here just to support that some more. But so you do that at first. You push it out maybe a little bit wider than what it wants to be, because it's going to want to come back in. And then you should be able to get that on with no trouble. Again, it's a lot of extra work, but like I said, if it's just a little bit of space and you can't get it on there, you just can kind of get in there and push that out with a wrench or a flat bar. So hopefully that made sense. You guys can understand that. And if it doesn't help you, it might help someone else. Let's see here. Okay. Had to get tossed. Leonard, there's something wrong with you. Moose and a teenage girl, huh? That's one I never heard before. That's probably a good ideology though. Okay. CNC hub adapter and shims move the sprocket out further than the rag joint style. Okay. CNC adapter and shims move. Yeah. I've had problems with. That's probably valid too, Mossy. I've had problems with the CNC adapter. You gotta cut part of it off, and then you gotta drill a hole, not drill a hole, but cut a slot in it, and then you gotta put like a BB, a bearing, or a little, you're making a keyway, so you gotta cut into the axle a little bit. You might even have to take a couple of spokes out to get in there with your hand and then put them back in afterwards. But it's just, it didn't really, even after all the work I did, I think I had problems with it a couple of times where it actually still moved, or, so anyway, but yeah, I'm not a fan of those. If they somehow came to improve them, or maybe even did some of that work for you, at least put a slot in on one of the sides of the adapter, that'd be cool. I mean, obviously it's putting work into a machine, but I'm almost sure it could just down in, while they're making them or something. It'd just be a line over and changing it, but who knows? Anyway, but yeah, thank you for the information, Mossy. For multi-gear setup. So you have like a 10-speed or whatever you want to call it, 18-speed bike. You should still be able to do that, if I'm not mistaken. Make the hub wider with shims, might get some room. Yeah, so, yeah, thank you guys. That, like I said, I hope that makes sense to you. That's what I've experienced in the past on a couple of builds. A lot of these bikes specifically, like I was just showing you, the Huffy, they're great for putting a motor on. It is a coaster brake. I'm not fond of those. Typically, I've had problems with those locking up or doing other things. And if you're going along all of a sudden and this thing collapses on you, it's going to freaking smash your leg or do worse, whatever. So I would change that wheel out totally, put something else in there. I mean, even if you take it off of a mountain bike and put it in there, and then just if you had to add a brake up here, or if you don't even put a brake on there, but you put a brake, add a brake to the front, however you do it. Anyway, let's see here. All threads and nuts describe the one dropout. Yeah, okay, CNC adapter, keyway. I bolt to disc mount, CNC mount at this. I bolt to disc mount and CNC mount at the same time. Yeah, there's like 3 bolts that go on to, or 4 bolts that go on to the CNC sprocket. That's another thing you have to watch out for. I would go heavy on the Loctite for sure. I've even had those Loctited and they've still started to back out somehow. Set screw and green Loctite for the hub adapter. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right to me too, man. Definitely. Coaster brake on pigpen is lock pin. Oh, geez. My hub is 1 1/8 inch round, so I had to Dremel the 1-inch center adapter, some to fit the CNC adapter. My hub is 1 1/8 inch round. Dremel the 1-inch center adapter. So the adapter was actually, oh geez, I'm confused here. Oh yeah, 1 1/8 inch, but the 1-inch center adapter. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I think I follow you, but I don't want to say the wrong thing on that, bro. So But yeah, it's some work. It's definitely not easy, but it's worth the effort. I don't know what your rear end looks like. No pun intended. No homo. If you have slot dropouts like this, you can put the adjusters for the keepers, if you want to call it. You leave the bolt loose, and then you have the cap over the end where it's even at here. Yeah. Anyway, but I can't think of what they're called. But it's like a BMX chainstay or something, and then that'll make these tight on both sides, and you can get your the wheel centered in, and then you just lock it down. Um, okay, adapter is for 1 1/2 inch without the center plug. Yeah, so there's the 2-part that goes on, and you're 1 1/8. So you have to lay it on uh, put it on a scale or something. Let me see if I have. I know what you're saying. This is not the adapter, but it's the same difference. Like half of it, you'd have to use a glass scale, put some sandpaper on it, and just go back and forth and rub it down till it meets that size. Either that, or you could probably use a file, Paul. I'm sure there's something else that the guys in here might think of for you, but just use a flat file and do the same way. But yeah, that's why I said I mean, they're all right, but it's too much work, and it still feels iffy to me. Unless I'm using a wheel that's already set up for a brake disc, I would definitely put a rack joint on a bike. I've never had a problem with them, so yeah. But totally your choice, whatever you're more comfortable using. Looks like a school bus without lights. Jeez. Yeah, somebody had to say something. Thanks, Mossy, for busting my balls. Oh, Lord. I have rear dropouts, no adjustment. Wheel only goes one spot. Yeah. Well, that's what I said. I mean, I don't know what exactly you have for a setup, but just trying to let you know if that's what you had, it's something that you could do. I still think I want to do some more work with this bike out here. Probably going to try to take the shock out of here if I can. I don't know if it's possible, but maybe try to cut this up in here somewhere and then put that on, add that, even if I take it off all the way up here, if I cut it back here, and then I could lock that onto the rear axle somehow if I have a bigger axle, and then that would come up, and that would be the top of where I could put the seat. So the back end of a seat, put a longer seat, a banana seat, or just manufacture my own little kind of seat, or maybe get something off of a Harley, whatever. But been thinking about doing that with it. Front and rear dropouts are the same, yeah. Mossy's bike has a jet. Got dunk in a short. You guys are talking some mumbo jumbo out there. Got dunk in a short. Alright, let's put this away. I'll set it here for now. Big booty. You guys are starting to worry me. You're still stuck on this no butt pun intended thing. Oh, man. man. Yep. So, yeah, man. GJ Banton asked me to send him this bike. So I'll probably send him the handlebars and the frame itself. I'm not sure about the wheels, what to do with that. But I got to figure out what's the best shipping, whether it's like UPS or some kind of a bike box. I got to find one of those and find out what it would cost. And then he's on an island down in Antigua. So I think he usually has a guy, like a importer, exporter. They put it on a boat and send it from wherever. So, and they, like they send a bunch of people's mail and a whole bunch of shit at one time. But I've been thinking about working on that for the past couple of days too. But just again, the hand, so frustrating, guys. Just having to sit here and like, what can I do with stuff I want to do? But I was actually doing too much before probably, and that's why it didn't heal right. And then they said that bone in there's like 10 little bones. It's one of the worst ones to break because it gets the least amount of blood flow. So it just needs a lot of extra help. But we'll get there, man. We'll be doing stuff again. Yeah, I should get outside and just take a walk. I haven't gone for a walk in a long time. School bus, dump truck, same. Without disc brakes, you can go sliding your tire forward or rearward. Sliding the tire. Without disc brakes. Oh, I see what you're saying. I think you should still be able to, though, Paul. The disc brakes kind of have little spacer washers and stuff in there, so you can move the brake caliper up off of the disc a little bit more, or move it forward. There is some adjustment available there. I don't know that you could go more than a couple of millimeters or something, but how far you'd need to get it, in the keeper. But let's see here. About 200 for sure. I'm 240. Get some bags of cement. Oh, jeez. Solid dude, huh, Mossy? Solid dude, huh? I'm 240. When she walls past and the boots make you say, yeah. Okay. Oh, now I got the, yeah. Good grief. All right. What's this say? XLFD Sterny drums? Oh, God. Some kind of 3-gallon olive container from Greece. Oh, shit. You guys are too much. And get another sip of my tea, man. Maybe we'll take a walk next door. You guys can watch them doing this crazy nonsense at this construction site. Sorry, I don't have too much to go on about with the bikes today, guys. I know that y'all really love it. And had a good time the other day. Shit, we did that marathon. I told a lot of my life story in there, man. Maybe some of it I shouldn't even said. I'm starting to kind of wonder if I should take that whole thing down, but we had so much fun with Jessica, man. All right. Let me find my vape. Plenty of juice. Battery's good. Let's see here. It's too hot already. I am goofy, borderline heat stroke. Get that water, baby. Get that water in you. My size 13 work boot weighs almost as much as Leonard in swim trunks. Hot damn, man. I don't know if I can argue. I don't know if I can argue that, soldier. I'm sure. Leonard's no lightweight though, man. That beard probably weighs 5 pounds. The kids. I myself, guys, it's actually gorgeous today. We got about 75, maybe going on 80 degrees. There's probably a 5 to 7 mile an hour wind. As you can see behind me, there's just some little clouds in the sky. Not quite puffballs. If they're just a smidge bigger, it'd probably be one of them 10 perfect days a year you get. So I really can't stay out that long because my cast will start sweating and stinking, and then it itches like a MF and whatever else. But it's definitely worth taking the walk right now. The past few days have been raining, and it's supposed to go back up, I think, mid 80, 90. So we got a day of reprieve here, I guess, basically. 209, 5'11", size 11. I'm a little guy, fellas. I'm glad I got yous in my life. Yous is like my big brothers. Shit. 5'8", 170 in a pair of wet swimming trunks. So, see what we got going on here. This is this new development they're making here. These are going to be what you call like little machine shops and other shit like that. So they've been clearing this all out for a while. I don't know if they're going to add more in back here. I kind of hope they don't. We're right on the watershed. That's all down behind here is a swamp marsh, and all that swamp marsh feeds into the what you call the well. It's a artesian well. It's like a layer between layers of slate or something like that. But it's got a neat plate over here. Let's go look at this car. Kind of an interesting looking license plate. I want to see what it is. Very, very unusual. Oh yeah, Florida, it says. Florida. I never seen one like that. Oh, it's the police plate too. There we go. Skip is 150. Yeah, what does anybody know where is Skip from? What state he lives in? I know I've been on a live before and he said he was a reporter his whole life. I don't know if it was for a newspaper or maybe TV station or freelance or what. 2 of the 6 disc brakes mounts are stripped out from pre-applied Loctite, destroying the aluminum threads. Cleaned off the dried Loctite from the remaining 4, and they were still hard to thread in. I could totally believe that, Paul. I think I had one of mine started to work out at one point in time, and however it backed itself out, like, you know, not even like halfway, but almost halfway. And I saw it when I was examining the bike, and I ended up taking it out of the frame and everything, and trying to put it back in. I couldn't even get it to turn right at first. I don't remember if I backed it out and cleaned it and put more Loctite in it or just put it back in. But I want to say that's just the blue Loctite on top of it. So it is what it is. But there's some kind of a water main there. Let me see. Skip in Virginia, I think. Okay. All right. They used blue Loctite. Red won't damage aluminum. That I don't know. I mean, I'd take your word for it. Red Loctite. Yeah, I've used that before. Trying to think what I use it on. I typically stick with those 3, depending on what. If it's either the green. For a lot of stuff I do, I'd put that into like the bolts on the case, hoping I never have to take them out again, obviously. I mean, replacing the cylinder itself is no big deal, but orange Loctite on spoke nipples, not supposed to harden. There is a few different ones. Yeah, I have orange Loctite in the house too. Why did I buy it? To be honest, if I remember, bro, I want to tell you that I can't remember what it was for, but I was working on something and I looked at the specs on it. I think I was going to get red Loctite and I ended up getting that because it was a gel. And I thought to myself, oh, that's awesome. Instead of every time when you go to, when you go to drip it onto the bolt or whatever, and then it just like half of it goes onto the floor or the workbench or whatever. I'm like, well, geez, if it's a gel, that sounds awesome. I won't have that problem. And I think the reason I tried it was because of that. But I want to say, honestly, I don't think it held well. If I'm clear in my memory about whatever it was, I think something happened and I ended up taking that same bolt or position out shortly afterwards, and it didn't do much at all. I think it kind of did more like you were talking about, like where it just kind of makes a big giant mess in there and hardens up, and then you got to kind of try to clean the threads out because the bolt's not even holding. So let's see. I blue Loctite everything. Time for MS6 tap and 6mm drill. Blue Loctite has metal in the solution. It causes electrolysis. Huh. Imagine that. I learned something. So, anyway. Let's see if we can go check on the hummingbirds, see if any of them are around. Nothing right now, fellas. Oh, yep, one just took off. That sucks that I can't sit right next to them now and watch them eat, man. I used to just come right here and be a few feet away. Yeah, it's not bad out here today, fellas. Not bad at all. Yeah, for myself, working in an auto body shop and doing some stuff for mechanics a couple of times, guys. I really have to say my go-to is just green. It's whatever's in there. If you're trying to take the bed off a truck and get them bolts out, 9 times out of 10 you had to hit them with an air gun, and scissor them off with a chisel. So definitely a pain in the butt when you're working on a vehicle, but I've noticed with most situations on the bike, when I do use the green Loctite, it holds very well. May have a little bit of that build-up caking that you guys are referring to, but I really do think that's probably the best one out of them all. Either that or green. And again, yeah, nothing wrong with red. I know somebody's saying, what is it? It doesn't affect the aluminum. So you can put it in. Put it in and it holds, but it doesn't do that. Same thing. JB Weld grade 8 studs in there. JB Weld. I don't know. I could try it, I guess. I don't know what is the actual benefit. JB Weld. I mean, you're just putting a tiny little bit in and using that as like as a Loctite, basically, I guess you're saying. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right. Took me a minute. Sorry about that. Yep, you're definitely right. You got to, heat it up to get it loose. So, yeah, something like that. JB Weld hub adapter. Oh, okay. um, on the hub adapter. You're not talking about the three-prong bolt one. You're talking about the like 6 bolt on the wheel. I think, yeah, I mean, that sounds solid, but then again, how are you going to get it off? Like he was saying, he's having a hard time not stripping them out or whatever. I mean, for the ones that you have in there that are well, you do have some support there. I don't know if the other two are right next to each other, or how that ended up occurring, but I guess what he's saying you could do, yeah, JB weld those in place. Even if the threads are gone, it should kind of hold at least. Chase the thread, buy another one. David McLeod, hey, how is it going? David, nice to see you again. David stopped in the other day, was having some technical problems. David, I'd like to make you a channel moderator here. You're going to be a standard moderator. If it worked, let me see again. No, oh man, why is this not working? Come on. Mother of all angels. What if I make you a managing moderator just for the moment, just so you can do it? It's not letting me again. This is so damn frustrating. Hey, I'm really sorry, David. I try to give you that little wrench so you can click on anybody's name and subscribe to them and be able to connect with us. Welcome to the community. Again, like I was saying, I talked with David the other day. There was just a couple of us on here. And he was seems like a very nice gentleman. So I don't know if he has a channel. If you got big ugly jiu-jitsu. Yeah, I'm gonna keep trying here. What the heck? It did work earlier. Somebody else came on and it says add as a moderator. Not one to this is just ridiculous. Click on anything. Screen here on community moderation, live chat on. Anyone? My phone is freaking out. Yeah. What the fuck? Spider guard funked my fingers up. I get inside. Maybe it's the internet connection. I got a full signal out there, but for some reason, for me, but let's see if we can try add as a moderator. Let me get a pencil or something, an eraser. See if I can just tap on that tiny little button. All right, it's not working. I'm sorry, fellas. Guys, if you want to try clicking on David's thing and see if he's got anything that he's put up, feel free to try to join on his channel, and then maybe he can find you if you leave him a comment. Again, David, thanks for being here. Just one of them damn things. So I'll go all the way back up to the top. Paul Gale Leonard. There was somebody that came in here, and then we made them a moderator too at some point in time. It worked earlier. Who knows? Well, anyway, let's see here. More than welcome. Yeah, man. Yeah, good to have you aboard. So you said you just got what was it, a clutch in? Where was it at here? Is it going? Okay, you just got my new clutch on. Oh, new clutch on. Okay. Is it one of those smaller things there that Bic whatever something grab or Um, yeah, no, it's all right, Maker Grass Hole. I don't know. It's just my phone. I was on the other phone earlier, and I think it worked on there. It might be the screen's cracked, or and honestly, between the Apple, I had more settings on the Google phone or whatever when I started the video than I do on this one too. So I may just have to start using that instead. See if there's a difference there. But take anybody's thing away, man. We tried that with Leonard the other day to let somebody on and had to get on a computer to put him back on. So I just really don't know what the problem is, but anyway. Yeah, it gets hot, goes to shit. It may be, man. Who knows? Listen though, guys, I'm kind of tanked out. I know David just got on here. I'm gonna leave this up for a couple more minutes and then I'm gonna wrap it up. I gotta try to make myself some food. I haven't eaten today. Clutch, the handle broke. It was about 20 bucks for it, and ball bearing cable. Cool. All right. Now, wait. So, what did you get? Was it specifically for a motorized bike, or did you chance getting a moped clutch or something a little stronger? $80cc motorized bike clutch. Okay. Good. Yeah. I'm glad you got it in there, David. I know I've actually had problems with those sometimes. You get a brand new one in and you go to use it and then it won't work. You try adjusting the plate, bring it down as far as it'll go, and it still won't grab, and you got to take the inside and tighten that spring, hold a wrench on both sides and give it a good turn, or at least a half turn, and then they say you can take the clutch mechanism off the top of the case and go through that with a screwdriver. But that's damn near impossible sometimes. So Leonard goes live after you. I will be there. Okay. Yeah, guys, definitely. And again, David, for thank you for being here. We've been on for well over an hour, bro. Working on better cables and hydraulic pit bike clutch parts. Cool. Yeah. Again, like I said the other day in one of the shows, I think it's Tektro, Tektro. They have a setup on eBay. I could try to get that information to you somehow, guys. So Mossy, you could add it to your parts collection. But it's a hydraulic cable. It comes with the brakes, or the disc, the brakes, and the lines, and you just got to add the mineral oil or whatever you're using that, and then it's $100. It's real lightweight, but it's super strong. It's a good beginning setup. I just have the mechanical disc brakes. I've been happy with them. I may switch over at some point in time, but yeah. Anyhow, so. But yeah, again, David, thank you for being here. I'm glad that worked out for you. The other thing that I'd recommend, and I know Opzilla has done the same thing. I probably have a link for it still. You can go on Amazon, which I really don't go over to the Jungle site much, but they sell it's either a pit bike or a moped. It says steel. Comes with a lot better locking mechanism. You can see how thick the cable is. This is actually steel braided with a nylon coating, and it's still a third time thicker than that. It's shielded. You can see, I'll show you that I got a piece of, oh, maybe I don't. Yeah, I'm going to show you a standard cable next to it, if I can. So, So, here, if you can tell the size difference for reference, I'm not sure if you can see it. It is actually bigger and thicker though. But I want to tell you that's off of it might have been for a moped. A lot of these parts are interchangeable, guys, if you don't know. You know, you can try something off of a moped. You can always return it if it won't fit. But try something, you know, pit bike, a lot of little pit bikes for kids, little 50cc motorcycles and stuff. Their parts will work on here. And, oh, excuse me, yeah, like pit bike forks or something like that. There's a comeback actually with that. There's some companies for BMX and mountain bikes that are doing really nice triple trees now. Gas forks and whatever else. And then you can put the hydraulic disc brakes on and stuff too. So 203 have a huge surface area in contact with the rotor. Yeah, I think that's what I have on the front. It's either, I want to say it's right around a 203, 205. It might, I might have 220 on the back. I can't remember honestly, guys, but anyway. Nibby cables for Kawasaki KTM is interesting. Yeah, man. Well, Leonard's, I guess they're saying maybe Leonard will do a show or somebody else will be on here. I'll try to find it. Hopefully I get the notification. But there is also another company that I'll recommend to you guys. If you go on eBay and you look up Zeta, not Zeta Mafia, like the little motorized bike thing on Facebook. It's with a T instead of a D. Zeta, I want to say. So look up, go on eBay and type in Zeta motorcycle, or you could put in like just the parts, say Zeta handle grips or something like that. But you'll find it, and then whoever it is that sponsors that or whatever, there's a huge list of stuff, and most of those parts are somehow, I can't say everything, but a lot of that stuff you can put right on your motorized bike. So check them out too. That's high quality stuff. So, and it's affordable. But yeah, so everybody, yeah, take care. Leonard, I got to get some food in me too, fellas. Thanks so much for being here, and really do appreciate the support. And we'll do this again real soon. So until then, be well, harm none, and Godspeed. Rubber side down on the road, boys. Leonard is going to be so much faster than us. Yeah, Zeta. Yeah, that's the real Zeta. And I think they do make an engine too. If you type in Zeta 80cc, they come out of Greece. They're between $500 and $800, but they're definitely worth the money as well too. So hope that helps you guys. See you soon.